G'day folks, Andy here from McDowall Manor. Well, I suppose it's time to use that there shovel, which is only a little low fella, to dig in that there spot of ground which was where the turmeric was. I can see one bit of turmeric sticking out of the ground. Crazy. So we'll have a dig around in there. Like I said last time, I don't expect that big a crop, quite frankly. I did just too well last time to believe I could do that good again. But we'll see, hey? Let's see what unfolds. So I did alright. There's Bobby giving me a bit of scale. I got two big bunches, which isn't bad. I found quite a few manky bits, which I presume were last year's ones that I'd planted, so that's okay. I'll fertilise that up again. I'll stick a few more bits back in, and hopefully we'll do it all again. So there's the harvest cleaned up. You know, it's not fabulous. Wouldn't write home to Mum about it, partly because she lives just down the road, so probably easier just to talk to her. But you know, I reckon that'll get me through the 12 months again, because I've still got some left from last time. Certainly not as much as I got that last time, so every second year I think you get a pretty big harvest. Having said that, if you look over in this sink, these are the bits, and there's actually some sizable bits in here that I'm going to put back in the ground. There's two sorts. So there's big chunks with lots of root, obviously will go pretty well, those ones, and then there's always little chunks like these, but they have a runner bulb. Well, I don't know what they're actually called. I call them a runner bulb. They're not yellow inside like a turmeric, they're an actual plant bulb. So those are the ones I've selected for replant. You could argue probably that one there is in fact my biggest, fattest piece of turmeric that I got. That's probably a good reason to replant him, to be honest, because hopefully each time it'll just keep getting better and better. Alright, but that's the turmeric. Alright, final comment on turmeric. I've planted the rooted stuff back out in the ground. It's got a mix of compost and very good quality garden soil, and also some organic blood and bone, because often the compost isn't quite ready and steals all the bloody nitrogen. So 775, let's say 775, so 3/4 of a kilo of turmeric. I really did not expect that, to be honest with you. I thought if I got about 300 grams I'd be lucky, so I've done a lot better than I thought. About half of it peeled with a spoon, with a teaspoon, washed, cleaned, shoved in the dehydrator, and tomorrow we'll get it out and grind it. So that horrid noise you can hear is the turmeric dehydrating. I've waited till daytime because that way hopefully she's being powered by solar. That's a little coffee grinder that I use to grind the turmeric up. And which one? This one here is the supply. You can see it's a good supply. Where are you? There you are. It's quite a good supply of turmeric. I'll put my hand beside it. So you know, there's a fair bit there. Now bear in mind I've still got some from last year that I haven't finished using yet, so we're certainly doing alright in the turmeric steaks. And that bag there actually contains frozen turmeric. It's just to give you an idea of the scale. So there's probably the bigger half still left that I haven't even dealt with yet. They've come out the freezer. So I freeze them, and that way when it's time, you know, when I'm getting low on turmeric, out comes this lot and we process them as well. It keeps it nice and fresh. Alright, you have a good one, folks. Hopefully she's been powered by solar.